Guys, let me talk to you real quick on one of the hardest decisions that I had to make in my career. And that was to leave an existing job, a good paying job, for what I had started maybe like 2 years back. And that was, Bravo Concealment. So when I started Bravo Concealment, I kept working at my other job for about 2 years, maybe a little over 2 years, thinking that I could, juggle both. It got to the point where I had to make the decision that I needed to leave my existing job and just do Bravo full time. And so that was a hard decision because my existing job was a good paying job and it had good benefits. It had sustained me and my family for that amount of time. I was there for 20 years. Now I didn't get married till later, but it had sustained my family for, a good 13 years or something like that. And so, I had my benefits, I had insurance, I had all these things. So that decision was not easy, but I had to do it because the one thing that I couldn't live with for the rest of my life is the what if. What if, if I would have kept that job and just do Bravo, half-heartedly and not wholeheartedly, what if I couldn't go on living the rest of my life thinking, what if I would have gone full throttle? I couldn't gone living the rest of my life thinking, what if I could have gone full throttle into Bravo? What would that have looked like? Did I pass on a big opportunity? And the answer is yes, I would have passed on a big opportunity because Bravo is very successful, guys. And first and foremost, I give all the glory to God. I thank you guys for going out there, purchasing our products, just making us who we are. And then I have to thank my workers and the people that work here. I mean, they're awesome. I think Bravo has two great things going for it. Number one, the best customers out there by far. And number two, probably the best workers in any industry. I mean, the guys that work here, they give it their all and, they're committed to Bravo. Well, most of them at least. No, man, everybody here does a real good job. And so to go through life not knowing what could have happened, to me, that's just the worst. And so I've said it before, guys, failure is a part of success. Don't ever be afraid to fail because you'll never get to that next level. You'll never be able to climb that next rung on the ladder if you're not willing to slip every once in a while. It just goes with the territory. It is what it is. And so a lot of people don't want to fail. Trust me, I don't want to fail. To this day, I don't want to fail. But at the same time, it's almost like a bittersweet thing. Failure is what takes you to that level. Failure is what allows the phoenix to rise up from the ashes, man. I'm telling you, failure is what allows you to build that confidence within you because you sit down and you find out why it is that you failed, what it is that you can do better. And then you go out there and you execute it with that knowledge. Now you have different weapons with you. You go out there, you execute, and you kill it, man. You go out there and you take it to the next level, And so now you can scale that because you learn when you failed. Now, that's not a license for people to go out there and just fail on a daily basis because I think it was Charlie Munger that said, failure is good. You learn from failure, but it doesn't always have to be your failure. Right? So learn from other people, read books, go out there, watch videos, go out. There's so much information out there where you can find out what people tried and didn't work and what people tried and did work even in your own niche, whatever it is that you sell. So there's so much information out there, guys. But I just wanted to make that clear that was one of my hardest decisions that I ever had to make in my life is to leave something so secure, something that I knew was going to be there for a long time. It's a government entity, guys. And so I know it's going to be there for a long time. And it's not, let me just say, I used to work for the post office. I was a mailman. And so it's probably going to be around for a long time. And so very secure job, very well-paying job, great benefits. But again, I couldn't go on through life thinking, what if? There's no way. Let me also say this. I didn't know I wanted to be an entrepreneur till Bravo came along. I always had it in me to go out there and do little things and, work on stuff and sell stuff on eBay, but never at this level, never ever at this level. As a matter of fact, when I first started Bravo, I never thought that it would get this far. I never thought that it would get to this point. Now, as time went on and things progressed, I saw the potential and I saw what it is that we could do with Bravo. And so I jumped all in, and I took the risk. Nothing's ever secure. Even my prior job, I say that it was, but nothing's ever secure in life. You never know what's gonna come at you next. But I knew this, and this is probably why I did this. I knew that I couldn't go on through life thinking, what if? That for sure, that is more secure than anything else that I've tried and that I've done and that I'm doing, is knowing that you gave something up because you were just too afraid to try it. The hardest decision I've probably ever had to make. Thank God my family was behind me. My wife, she's always supported me in everything that I do. And it's important that you have somebody like that. She always believed in me. As a matter of fact, she was one of the first to tell me that I needed to go in full throttle with Bravo, that Bravo needed me there, that Bravo needed me 100% all the time. Such an awesome blessing, to have somebody like that that's gonna have your back regardless. And so that obviously helped in the decision, but it was still hard, and not knowing is probably the hardest thing. So we did it. I went in full throttle. I had my family behind me, and we went in all the way, man, and it was no turning back. And it's still, to this point, we still have that attitude of, let's just move forward. Let's keep going. Buying CNC machines, buying, 3D roamer scanning arms. Those things are not cheap. They're expensive. But we had a vision and we believed in it. And we just doubled down and tripled down on it, guys. And we went full throttle. That's what we did. There was nights that I was here. I mean, there was times where, me and a couple guys sitting here in this very office trying to learn, CAD, trying to learn how to build solids off of, measurements and stuff like that. Just crazy stuff. That's just one of the many things that we've done here at Bravo. You got to go out there. You got to grind it out. This whole thing of Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, have the weekends to myself, or, I'm going to catch up on Game of Thrones or whatever it is that's out there. That's fine. But if you want to take it to the next level, those things aren't going to take you there. You need to learn how to work consistently every day, every single day. I can honestly say that the only day that I didn't work as much was on Sundays, because I truly believe that you need that rest day. But even on Sundays, sometimes I would just go in there and, open up the computer and find out what's going on and try setting up things and getting ready for Monday. Guys, it's a grind. It is what it is. And there's no way around it, because let me tell you this, your competition is out there. They're grinding it out as well. And the moment you think that you've got it, that everything is secure, is the moment that you start losing things. It's, having a grip on something and tightening it so much that it just squeezes out of your hand. You got to hold on loosely, but you got to hold on, and you got to keep holding on. And a lot of people think, I'll just hold on real tight for a moment, and that should keep me going for a long period of time. No, you got to hold on, but you got to keep holding on. And that's why I say you got to have passion for what you do. And you also have to have interest in it. You have to remain interested. You have to remain interested in what you're doing, so that you can go out there and learn on a daily basis what it is that you can do to scale what it is that you're doing and take it to the next level. Guys, by far the hardest decision I ever had to make, but I'm glad I did it. And so if you guys are out there, contemplating, thinking of wanting to do something and taking it to the next level, go out there and do it, man. There's 24 hours in a day, 24 hours in a day. Go out there. You've got so much time in a day. If you have an 8-hour job, an 8 to 5 job, keep it, do it on the side. They call it the side hustle. Go out there and hustle on the side. Go out there, work. All you need is 6 hours of sleep, man. All right? If you got, I need my beauty sleep, I need 8 hours, then that's fine. You're just cutting off 2 hours of something that you can be productive in. Some of you guys only need 4 hours of sleep, whatever. It is what it is. But go out there, get your 6 hours of sleep. Go out there and work for 8 hours, right? So that's 14 hours. You have 10 hours when you get back from work, while you're at lunch. Go out there and just start something, do something, whatever it is that you have interest in, and see if you can scale it, see if it can grow, and then just keep doing it. And then once you get there, detach yourself from whatever it is that you're doing right now, whatever job it is, and go full throttle, if that's the case. Some people, I'll tell you this, and I've said it before on my Snapchats, and on my podcast and Instagram stories, it was hard for me because I had a great job. I'm telling you, if I was flipping burgers, nothing wrong with flipping burgers, guys. I'm just trying to put things in perspective here. If I had a job flipping burgers, I would have left it a long time ago, and maybe I would have started something a lot sooner. But I had a real good job, and I just did a podcast talking about how good can be the killer of greatness. And that is so true, because if you're in a good position, you don't want to leave that because it's good, and good is good, but great is great. So you have to make that decision. I had to make a hard decision. When I was leaving, I had people telling me, Rene, are you sure that's what you want to do, man? Most businesses fail within 2 and 3 years of when they start. I had people, I don't want to say they were being negative. They were just looking out for me. But sometimes people think they're doing what's best for you when it can actually hurt you. And those things, they rung in my mind for a long time. I can still picture that guy telling me, hey man, are you sure this is what you want to do? Most businesses fail within 2 or 3 years. And he was just giving me facts, but I refused to believe that. I refused it and I rebuked it, man. And I said, you know what? I'm going in full throttle. Now, I didn't go in there blindly. I had 2 years of running this business. And so I knew how much money it was bringing in and all that, and where I could situate my family and we would be good. But it was still a gamble because things can be taken away from you quickly. I was in a good place, and that was hard. If you guys are out there and you guys are doing something where if you leave that job, you can always get one, within a week or two, then guys, what's stopping you, man? I don't have the answers for everybody out there, but I'm telling you what worked for me and what worked for Bravo, and it wasn't easy, and it's never gonna be easy. Guys, if it was easy, then everybody would do it. You know what Amazon is doing? Amazon, it used to be that you could buy a bunch of China stuff and just sell it on Amazon. They're doing away with that. And people, you hear a lot of people say, oh, it's easy, man. Just buy stuff from China and sell it on Amazon. Guess what? Those days are over, man. And so nothing's easy. Nothing. It may be easy for a moment, but it's going to get hard. Now, let me say this. Things are hard, but they shouldn't be that hard. If I had to redo this all over again, I'd do it. Now I have knowledge. Failure brings in knowledge. You understand what it is that doesn't work or what works. And now you can go out there and redo it again. A lot of people don't want to start from the beginning. I get that, but listen, it is what it is. That's just the way it is. And so I've said this as well. Mother Nature laughs last. The market doesn't care. And I correlate the two because they kind of act the same way. A blizzard will take you out, man. A hurricane can take you out, or a tornado can take you out. You know why it doesn't matter that my son, when he was young, through a song, he learned all the capitals of all the states, of all 50 states. You don't need to anymore, man. You got a cell phone. What's the capital of Rhode Island? There it is. What's the capital of New Mexico? There it is. Whatever, Texas, Austin, it's out there. Everything's been commoditized. If you don't know it, it's because you're just being lazy. Go out there, buy some books, man. Just get some books, read them. Go out there, well, I'm not a reader. Okay, well then, fine. Then so be it. Well, I'm not good with numbers. Okay, then what do you want? There's no magical, you have to know, at least know percentages, man. Learn that. It's little things. You don't have to, I've said it before, you don't have to start perfect. There's no such thing, well, I'm not gonna start until, I'm 100% sure. You're never gonna be 100% sure. Go out there and get it started. There's that 37, 38% rule that businessmen talk about. If they wanna invest in a company, if they're 38% sure that they wanna invest, they'll do it. Because guess what? If you wait till you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% sure, it's gonna be too late. Stop procrastinating, but be patient. I know that it doesn't go well, like the Bible says, in order for you to live, you have to die first. What? What is that? Now, I know what that means. It's spiritual. Same thing here is, I'm not saying this is spiritual, but, it's the same thing when I say, in order to succeed, you have to fail. What? That doesn't make any sense. Stop procrastinating, but be patient. What? So you want me to move, but you want me to slow down. In essence, yes, you have to move. There's always movement. You have to be moving forward. Whatever it is that you're doing, you have to be moving. A lot of people move way too fast. There's a saying, and it's an unknown. If you guys know who said it, great, but for all I know, it's unknown. There's no elevator to the floor of success. You have to take the stairs. But a lot of people try to run up the stairs, and guess what happens? You trip, you fall, you break your nose, And then you'll never even walk up a flight of stairs because you're just horrified because you were breathing through plastic tubes for 3 months. Be patient, man. Nothing happens overnight. Instagram, well, it sold in 2 years for $1 billion or 3 years. Those are anomalies, man. That doesn't happen with everyone. How long did it take Steve Jobs to become the Steve Jobs that everybody knows? It took him 2 decades, man. I'm telling you guys, you have to be patient. You have to be real. You have to be true to yourself. But you gotta go out there and do it, man. Stop procrastinating. Stop sitting on the couch with your buddies, watching Game of Thrones, talking about what you're gonna do. Nobody cares about your gonna, man. Nobody cares about what you're gonna do, except you and your buddies and the guys that pretty much talk about gonna. Nobody else cares. The market doesn't care about your gonna. You know how many people have come here or called me or emailed me, I got a great idea. And I'm like, all right, let's see it. Well, it's just an idea. Okay. Come on, man. Ideas are everywhere, man. And they're not even, I get it. There's some ideas that are great, right? But how are you gonna execute? Execute, show me that you're committed to your idea. How do you want me to invest in your idea when you don't even invest in your idea? It's the old saying where, why should I care if you don't even care about you? And that's not, etched in stone that, well, he doesn't care, I shouldn't care. No. Obviously we're here to help people. But guys, it starts with you is what I'm trying to say. It starts with you. Go out there, guys, get it done. Hard decisions. When you have hard decisions to make, you're onto something. Because the average Joe Schmo doesn't have hard decisions to make. And that's fine. You want to be average? Do it, man. And and I'm not taking anything away from the average Joe Schmo. Everybody has hard decisions to make. But I'm talking about life-changing, pinnacle. I'm talking about turning point decisions. Embrace hardship, because that's what's gonna take you to the next level. Learn to embrace certain failures, because that's how you're gonna learn. Stop procrastinating, but be patient. Go out there and do it, man. Thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you guys soon.